Today we will be presenting about culture shock among students in UiTM for our assignment STA104. This is our group members Chuni Damia, Farah Amanina, Nurul Diana and Faikah Dayana. What is culture shock? Culture shock refers to the impact of moving from a familiar culture to one that is unfamiliar. This impact includes the anxiety and feeling such as surprise, disorientation, uncertainty, and confusion. It is a common response when experiencing culture shock. It happens to all people that need to move any reason such as work and study from their own places. Next, objective for this study is to identify the reasons why culture shock happened. Secondly, to determine how culture shock can affect students' academic performance. The third objective is to investigate the impacts and example of culture shock. Last objective is to identify how to overcome this culture shock.
For this research, we collect data on the culture shock among UiTM students in Malaysia. Data sources that we use are primary data. The population for our research is the students of UiTM in Malaysia. Out of all population in UiTM, only 100 students are selected as respondents for this research. Sampling method that we use is simple random sampling. To perform simple random sampling, a sampling frame is needed. The researcher selects a sample by generating random numbers, often using a computer or table. Names matching the random numbers are then chosen as respondents, ensuring an unbiased and fair selection process. In this report, we created an online questionnaire to collect the data. We used a web application, Google Form, to create a set of questions to ask the respondents. The screen shows the description of variable for our questions.
Next is finding.
Based on the pie chart above, we can conclude that most of students who said yes for the student missing their family surroundings could contribute to culture shock, which is 90.2%. It was 92 students. For students who said no for the students missing their family surroundings could contribute to culture shock, which is 9.8%. It was 10 students. Based on the pie chart above, we can conclude that all students agree that managing financial habit can be challenging, especially for students, which is 100%. It was 102 students.
Based on the pie chart above, 97 students, which are 95.1% of the total respondents, agree that experiencing culture shock can affect students' academic performances, while 5 students, which are only 4.9% of the respondents, do not agree with the statement. Based on the bar chart above, 87.1% of the respondents, which are 88 students, agree with the statement that taking a long time to adjust to the culture shock can lead to bad academic performance. Another 30 students, which are 12.9% of the respondents, do not agree with it.
Based on the bar chart above, the biggest impact chosen by respondent is emotional imbalance, which has 57.8% and equal to 59 students. Grow stronger is the second biggest impact selected by the respondent, which is 26.5%, representing 27 students. With 11.8% consists 12 students choose unable to engage in a normal conversation as their opinion of biggest impact of culture shock. Lastly, the fewest respondents think that learn new slang is the biggest impact, which is 3.9%, which only 4 students. Next, based on the bar chart, the most example of culture shock that happened among students is the change of attitude for a total of 77 students. The second highest example selected by the student is different food custom, which is total to 13 students. Next, use difference of language by 10 students. Finally, anxiety as many as 2 students.
Next is it is possible to conclude that the most effective to overcome culture shock is find a healthy circle, which is 65.3%. The second highest of overcoming culture shock is do not compare yourself with others, with a total is 27.7%. Last one is set learning goals for the future, which is 6.9%. Last one is based on the bar chart above, most of students with 98 students agree with the statement that keep in contact with family and friends will help us to stay motivated from culture shock, which is 97%. And other 3 students did not agree with the statement, which is 3%.
For the conclusion, a survey on the culture shock was given to students at UiTM Pasir Gudang. 102 respondent students from all UiTM branches are agreed to the survey, which was sent out via WhatsApp, Instagram and Telegram, and was selected by simple random selection. There are more male respondents than female respondents, according to the survey findings. There are many of the participants from UiTM Johor branch. Majority of the respondents agree that students missing their family surroundings could contribute to culture shock. Besides that, culture shock can lead to having stress, change of attitude and anxiety for students. It can affect student academic performance.
The last one is recommendation. Before moving into a new culture or country, it is a must to do some research. The ideal technique is to observe lifestyle influencers from the country, such as on YouTube or Instagram. The second one is students should maintain a network of people that they can talk to and who they trust. Maintain contact with their friends and family back home via phone, email, social media, blogs and so on. The methods are having people around students who they care about and trust. The third one is, when learning how to deal with culture shock, try to not compare with others. Every student have their own unique and they adjust at their own growth, even if they live closer to university. To avoid from overwhelm, do things that will make a little nervous, like sampling an unfamiliar food or practicing a conventional English with native speaker. The student can only grow by stepping outside of their comfort zone. Other than that, it might be difficult to adjust the culture shock in university. By finding a way to relieve stress can prevent from culture shock. Exercising might help students get rid of nervous energy as they explore their new home. Lastly, it is very important for everyone to choose and find a good circle because good friends can encourage healthy behavior. This to ensure that the student be able to avoid from doing bad things that can make parents disappointed because of choosing a toxic friend. Having a good friend also can boost student happiness and encourage students to change or prevent bad lifestyle behavior such as waste of time on worthless things.